Hey guys, happy new year and hope you're having a great start to your 2021. I still keep writing it wrong, right? I don't know, that transition, getting it right on the date. Today we're going to talk about your listing presentation and introducing staging in your listing presentation. What I've seen is that my experienced, high volume realtors really do a great job of introducing staging, talking to their clients about the value of staging and really promoting themselves as a realtor who has a collaboration with a stager to give them the best possible outcome. When that happens, from my perspective as a stager, I go in and really I'm just repeating what you said. I'm making you look really good, and therefore we're just kind of, people need to hear things a couple times. So you're saying it first, I'm saying it next, and we really have great results because we have total client buy-in. So what would that look like? Well, one of the courses that I teach that is put out by RESA, the Real Estate Staging Association, we do cover kind of a listing presentation script. So we're going to kind of go over that today, and when I do that course again, hope you join me. I'm probably going to be scheduling another one here soon. We just did one in December. All right, let's see. So when you're in your listing presentation, right, you are telling your potential client, you're hoping you get that listing. Right now, there's a lot of competition to get that listing. So many realtors, so few listings. So when you're in that presentation, you want to come on with all the things you have to offer that really sets you apart and above and beyond your competition, right, the other realtors. So in that instance, after you've given them your marketing plan and all the things that you offer from your business and what you do for them, one way to kind of transition to that conversation and really highlight the value add that you bring to your clients by offering staging or bringing in a stager, is to just ask them, client, a year from now, let's say you're looking back on this experience and selling your home and working with me. What would you need to happen to get the best possible, outcome and have the best possible memory of this experience, right? Selling a home is stressful, so asking them how to make it great really gives you some insight into some of their needs and wants, and kind of maybe digs a little deeper. So maybe something you haven't addressed will come up. But typically, how a home seller will respond is that they want to sell fast, for more money, they want to see money, right? That's why we sell. You're selling, you're hoping you're going to come out really great and ahead. The process goes smoothly. I think a lot of home buyers, they want to see that you're really working to maximize their sale. They're going to say, great, because that's exactly what, our goal is when I work with a client, is I want them to get that home sold quicker and for more money. For that reason, we collaborate with a professional home stager because we really believe that home staging works and that we can really get the most bang for your buck and get you, to enter the market strong and have a really positive selling experience. Okay? So, a couple things that maybe you touch on as well at that point is really you want to stand out in the marketplace, that your home stands out in the marketplace. So you're competing with the neighborhood. So if you have another home listed at the same time, right, same price point, same pool of buyers looking, you want to make sure your home stands out. So that's another reason why we bring in a stager. You can also, if you know that there's a competitive item, right, like, oh God, down the street there's this great house that's staged and maybe updated more, and you can show them and say, this is our competition. So you can just bring that into the conversation, right? We want to make sure that we are really stepping up to the plate when it comes to putting your house out there when this is your competition, okay? So you might get an objection, right? There's a couple objections I keep calling them buyers. Sellers might say. For one example, might be, I don't think my home needs home staging, right? They might say this for a couple of reasons. Maybe they've done a ton of work, updating things, renovating. They feel let's say it does look brand new. They made the right choices with the renovations, right? That's not always the case, but let's say in this case it is. So it looks fresh and new, and it's really what buyers are looking for today, color palettes that buyers like. And they're like, we don't need home staging because we've done a great job remodeling. My wife is a design expert, and so I don't think we need that step. That's where, you can kind of go back and say, I understand, and actually you have a beautiful home, but there's a little bit of a difference between designing for living and staging to sell. So with that, and that's the role that my stager will come in and focus on how to really market your number one asset, right? It's a marketing tactic. So we bring in our stager to really appeal to buyers. She knows the demographics that you're trying to target. She knows what what buyers are looking for today. And a lot of it has to do with just an objective view, because it is tough to emotionally disconnect from your home and make the best decisions. Other ways to respond, depending on the reasoning, is, if I don't bring in a stager, I feel that I'm at the mercy of the marketplace. We're just putting your home out there. We're not doing the best we can for you, right? So that would be my simpler answer. The other thing is, if they have a vacant home, we just know from statistics that buyers can't visualize living in an empty home. It just doesn't work. Vacant homes end up sitting longer. So unless you're lucky and get that 10% buyer who goes in and says, yes, I know where everything's going to go, then, you really run the risk of continuing to keep that home on the market, continuing to carry the costs of the mortgage and other expenses to own a home. And so we don't want to do that to you, right? Another objection you might get, let's say they're paying for, all or part of the staging cost. I think sometimes people start getting nervous, right? We're getting our home ready to sell. There's expenses we're doing repairs, we're doing paint. The dollars start going up and people get a little stressed. They're like, oh, I can't afford it. That is where, you could say, well, you know what, there's different levels of home staging, and we're going to pick the appropriate level for your home in this marketplace, and our stager will make recommendations that are cost effective to help you sell your home, right? And then you can kind of leave the rest of that to us, okay? As far as costs go, I think people just get nervous. They don't want to get roped into something, right? And a lot of times if you're doing consultation, I know realtors typically pay for the consultation, that first level service, then it's not even a cost to them. Okay. We can do a ton of good. So especially our action report. If you want to talk about that, I'm happy to. Okay. So after you've kind of overcome their objection, talk to them a little bit about that, you can go back and just kind of reiterate, it is my job to help you get the best possible outcome in the sale of your home. So we really do believe in staging. Staging works, and it allows us to get your home on the market, entering the market strong, make it great first impression, outdoing competition, and sell your home faster and for more money. That's probably enough said, right? Okay. Kind of wrapping up, I think sometimes hitting kind of like that little bit of a takeaway, by not staging, you're not going to, you're kind of missing out on getting the best possible outcome. And I wouldn't want to do that. So finally, kind of go for the, I love this line because it's basically your test close, right? You're not asking for their listing business yet, but you're testing the waters. And if more objections come up, you're going to find out now, because that's really important as far as, closing a deal. So at this point, you can say, okay, we've kind of dressed you up, I've told you what I believe about staging, what our process is, that we have a stager that's going to come in and do a consultation with you, why we're going to do it, the benefits it is for you, and then we do a little trial close. So when can my stager come? Would Thursday or Friday work? And then silence. Let's see what they say. Hopefully they'll just say, yes, great, I can do Thursday at 1 o'clock. You got them in. And what that means for your listing presentation is you also are, that much closer to actually gaining that listing. If they're kind of like, oh, I'm not ready, I haven't made a decision, then you have some more work to do to really sell yourself as a realtor, maybe in other aspects, maybe they want to hear more about. So, and then go back to that, if we keep getting objections at that point, really, because that's your next step, then, you got a little more persuading to do to gain that business. So there is some tips for your listing presentation. Other thing, I guess, so that's kind of your presentation. Something that we do for our realtors is we do have a listing presentation handout. It introduces our company. It talks a little bit about statistics, that they're going to sell faster and for more money. And it also comes with a home preparation plan on the back. So we put that in your listing presentation folder, and it gives you just one more thing that really shows off, all the hard work you're going to do to sell their home quicker and faster. I'd love to hear about what you do to tee up your clients for their staging appointment. And I look forward to working with you and collaborating, because that's the fun part, when we can work together as a team and we're really reiterating the same message, right? They hear it from you, they hear it from me, and then we have a great outcome. All right, have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.